with Stanley Badon on its head. But today, attendance has petered off seriously at Nigerian football matches. It's only on its way back now. But even then, a good number of people still turned out to watch this game. And I'm sure by the time the game gets underway, it's going to improve even more. Meanwhile, we do owe you a little apology because the table you saw, the log we showed you, actually was pulled from the computer, maybe the wrong compartment of the computer. Because at the moment, Shooting Stars are in 17th place on the log, and they have 20 points. Enyimba, for their part, actually have 31 points as against 29 that we indicated. So, but the bottom line is that Enyimba are still second on the log behind Rangers International, who lead by 1 point. My name is Bowie Atama, and Ralph Chidozie George is right here by me. Together, we'll run you through this one.
Indeed, Bowie, a spectacular match we're expecting this afternoon. Enyimba is no new customers to Shooting Stars when it comes to the Nigeria Premier League. And of course, they both met all the seasons. And Enyimba has always had the upper hand, but here they've had drawn 3 matches here at Shooting Stars home. Shooting Stars have only won once here in the last couple of years. And of course, it promises to be exciting. The two teams are coming into this game with not too good a result. Shooting Stars lost in Enugu 3-2 to Rangers last weekend. And of course, it was Enyimba drawing their first game at home to Aqua United. 1-1 it ended. And so today, they all want everything here.
And the team sheets show that Shooting Stars are quite strong in terms of the lineup. You have Dele Ajiboye in goal. Tare Oke. Ajiboye, by the way, is his first start this season. And we have Tare Oke. Butu Adegoke is also there. Yomi Adigun, of course, ever reliable. Samuel Olabisi, and of course, Okiki Afolabi. For any, well, the officials, first of all, I want to tell you that the center referee is Garba Hamza from Kano State. Sani Muhammad is assistant referee number 1. Kabiru Bashir, assistant referee number 2. And the fourth official, of course, is Sulaiman Egunbi from Oyo State. And then for Enyimba, quite an awesome lineup they have here. Really frightening if you know the pedigree of these players. Chinedu Agwu is in goal. Promise James Uwadiagu Ugu, who used to play for Rangers International. We have Paul Onobi, Ima Anyanwo, Chinedu Udoji, Max Nojobo, Carlo Uche is the captain today, and Bola Salami, Uche Agbo making up the starting lineup. Carlo Uche and Bola Salami, of course, just returned from the national team where they've been preparing for the friendly against the Pharaohs of Egypt. But they had to come back and head their club sides immediately after which I'm sure they will go back to the national team camp. The drums are out. The trumpets are blaring. The cymbals are clanging and clashing. The atmosphere is electric here. It is the Lekon Salami Stadium in Ibadan. And it is a showdown between these two old foes. Shooting Stars used to be WNDC, and then they developed into IICC Shooting Stars. And later yet, they became the 3SC, which is a Shooting Stars Sports Club. And for Enyimba, well, they call them the People's Elephant. And of course, the head coach who is holding forth in the absence of Festus Allen, his name is Busari Kim. They've not been having it a smooth run so far. Of course, Mutu Adekoju, you can see him beside him, who is the general manager of the club. And then the coach for Enyimba, former Super Eagles coach, former under-23 coach, Austin Eguavon. One of the most reliable defenders in his playing days for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Of course, he was at the World Cup, the very first World Cup that Nigeria attended in the United States of America in 1994. And we're underway. It is Shooting Stars in all blue with white letterings. And Enyimba playing in their away strip this time, white with blue stripes. And that is... traditionally, Enyimba, of course, play in blue themselves, but not today. They are away, they are on white, and they just gave the ball away.
3SC against Enyimba has all the trackings of the making of a cracker And of course, over the years, it has always been so. But let's see what this fixture has in store for Nigeria Premier League watchers today. And I expect a great game, which were already underway here at the Lekon Salami Stadium, newly refurbished Lekon Salami Stadium. It is the second game here being played since the stadium was refurbished and reopened. The first game was a win for Shooting Stars against Kwara United, 1-0 on that day. And that goal was scored that day by Mutiu Adegoke. Mutiu is on parade today for Shooting Stars.
Mutiu Adegoke, of course, who had had a spell in Cote d'Ivoire playing his club football, is back home now and waxing very strong. But an injury, early injury to Rangers International, to Enyimba Anyanwu, of course, is another Super Eagles material. He had been in and out of the Super Eagles, and he seems to have copped a very early injury here.
Has also played for the under-20 and under-23 national team. Take a look at what happened to him that time. Well, not properly not cleared there. We'll find a way of taking it again and show you exactly what happened to Emmanuel Anyanwu. The stretcher has been called for, but he won't go onto the stretcher. He decides to walk out of the pitch himself with an ice pack on his forehead. And the supporters are not left out here. These is the supporters. The supporters of Shooting Stars Sports Club of Ibadan. Back in the days, they come in their numbers, but these days, it's not longer so.
Well, the header attempted there, but it wasn't quite accurate enough from Enyimba. Ball bobbing around, but finally Shooting Stars get a free kick. Mutiu Adegoke. He has a sweet left foot, I must tell you. But it's Enyimba now on the counter. A long-range effort, but it was way off target. It was weak as well, coming off the boot of Carlo Uche, the skipper of the side.
Another Nigeria international also played for the under-23 national team when Nigeria failed to make it to the Olympics and that qualifiers held in Morocco.
Well, a bubble of disapproval from the fans here. They obviously don't think that was the right call, but the referee is undaunted. Enyimba trying to get out of that defensive. And that was a great touch, first touch, excellent, but he probably seemed to have taken his eyes off the ball. He used to be a stalwart for Rangers International. Good touches to the ball from Enyimba. That one is blasted away by Chinedu Udoji. Chekalo couldn't control well, and it's Shooting Stars now. Gently nudged backwards by Ibrahim Babalola to Adegoke. Well, a header that didn't quite connect from Okikia Folabi. There is a Shooting Stars throw-in nonetheless. Now level to center referee. Adegoke. And the ball comes forward, a good run, and Shooting Stars looking good, and confusion between the two strikers, not sure what to do with the ball. And oh, it's a corner kick, or is it? Well, finally, it surely is a corner kick now. A little bit of confusion there involving Thomas Adesina. And that was a great opportunity. They weren't sure who was going to hit the ball, and between them they got so confused that in the end that opportunity just went a-begging. Let me go. Shola Adeboye for Shooting Stars. For much of last season, he actually started from the bench. But he's in the starting lineup today. All action player he is. And Wadie Gugu with the throw for Enyimba. Oh, good football. Shooting Stars coming forward again. But that is given away. Wadiegugu, volley defender he is. Uche Carlo couldn't control very well. Another opportunity for Shooting Stars to go forward. That wasn't through. And great shot, but the referee says there's nothing wrong with that. And the Waves play on. With a roar of disapproval, of course, coming from the home fans here. And that's straight to the goalkeeper. And the referee has some stern words there. It's another Enyimba throw. Wadiegugu running in to take it. Labisi just managing to push the ball into touch for that throw in.
Go show him now, go show him. He doesn't want to pick up.
Austin Eguavan looking pensive. And that opportunity just, well, that is skewed. And finally, Shooting Stars able to get the ball out of the danger zone. And now counter-attacking, a trick from behind, brings down Thomas Adesina. And finally, I think the referee has run out of patience. I said it a couple of minutes ago that you wouldn't expect the generosity to last. It did not last. The first card flashed at Enyimba International's Uche Agbo.
And look at that, Uche Agbo just was beaten flat there by Shooting Stars Adesina, but he had to pull his jersey back and failed him. And the referee wasted no time in pulling out the first yellow card of the match for Enyimba's man.
Well, blasted away by Wadiegugu. Bit of confusion in the defense for Enyimba, and Adesina was taking advantage of that. It's a throw into the 18-yard box, but Enyimba easily rebuffed that one. But Enyimba being a little casual about it. Shooting Stars looking slightly the more business-like side. And it's Deboye. A pass that meets its target by some margin. 2 balls on the pitch, and the referee has to get them to remove one of the balls before play could continue. And Carlo Uche, big strapping player he is. Another foul by Rangers Enyimba's Wadiegugu. Wadiegugu still drags me back to Rangers, where he used to ply his trade.
I think look, Wadiegugu just clicking that man's feet, but at the end it was a very poor one coming from Ugu himself. Well, he's just playing his 3rd game for Enyimba International, and this is his 1st start actually. The other 2 came in as substitute, but he's a fantastic defender. Wadiegugu, actually one of the first generation of home-based Super Eagles that formed that home-based Eagles that failed to qualify for the African Championships. There he is. Throwing Shooting Stars. Actually a free kick, and Tarioke is ready for it. Another change of mind. It's a throw.